Venture capitalist Chris Berniski, who previously predicted the 2022 cryptocurrency market crash, expects Bitcoin to fall further in the short to medium term. Berniski particularly emphasized that altcoins will suffer much heavier losses in this decline. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. If you're telling poor people to take their Bitcoin into self-custody on the base layer, then you're part of the problem. They are going to get priced out and be left with unspendable UTXOs. So they would be better off saving IOUs and until the second layer with self-custody have been developed. Next up, this is how the Bitcoin price chart should be looked at, and basically I understand that and fully believe this one is going to go for $1 million, and that's what our future is showing to us, and that's what we are going to see in the future when the Bitcoin will be up over here at the $1 million price position, and we will be looking at this like we never had that highs, as there will be our lows. Breaking, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF now has more than $2 billion in assets. In just one day, investors added $170 million, and the fund bought 4,300 more Bitcoin, bringing the total of 50,000 tokens. As the next fund to cross the $2 billion mark is likely to be Fidelity's Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund, which held just shy of 44,000 Bitcoin as of January 25th. Big money is here and here to stay. If you're selling now, you're just selling to these institutions for a discounted price. Also, another parabolic move before the halving in April 2024 would be unprecedented, as the green 0.618 and 0.616 and 0.786 Fibonacci zone has already been flipped to support after a week of 78.6 and successful subsequent test of 61.8. Historically, always a parabolic move followed directly. Let's see if this one actually plays out like this. But historically, we had no such a crash over here, because historically we had it over here, we had it over here, we had it over here, and now we still don't have it. So maybe another crash might happen before the next parabolic move will happen in the next 2 to 3 months. We just need to reach the new all-time high, then a fast pass for Bitcoin towards 200,000 will be very realistic. Once we reach a new all-time high, Bitcoin will be all over the news due to the ETF's approval. The stigma on the Bitcoin is removed, and financial advisors' portfolio will be tracked against the portfolio with 135% Bitcoin. And for anyone with a broker account, it will take just one to buy the Bitcoin ETF instead of having to open an account in an exchange. There will be plenty of education material available for anyone interested, as now that we have the ETFs, the negative narrative on Bitcoin in the mainstream media will be less and less, as institutional FOMO will be triggered. Also, essentially every 4 years, Bitcoin moves up an order of magnitude. 2013-2016, Bitcoin was in the 100s range. 2017-2020, Bitcoin was in the thousands range. 2021-2023, Bitcoin was in 10,000s range. Gee, I wonder what happens next. What if Bitcoin dumped to 12,000 this year, 2024, before pumping to 100k and more? 10% possibility is there. Anything can happen in the crypto magic. Also, in the past 24 hours, around $55 million of short positions got liquidated as Bitcoin led a good bounce in the crypto market, and around 33,642 traders were liquidated, and the total liquidations came in at the $85.7 million. And here basically we could see this long and short positions on the 1 hour position, and there we go for the 24 hours has 85 million liquidated. Long positions 30 million and short positions $55 million, which is massive. Investor Chris Berniski predicts further decline for Bitcoin and altcoins. Berniski expects the Bitcoin to retract the 30,000 as Chris Berniski, a partner at venture capital firm Placeholder, stated on his personal account on social media platform X that Bitcoin could drop to a level between 30,000 and 30,600 before bottoming out, and according to venture capitalists, Bitcoin could even fall below 30,000, and such a move could cause altcoins to drop much more sharply. Before everything is said and done, we may move from the mid-20,000s to the last peak level, and I wouldn't be surprised priced if we make a real move towards the previous autumn highs, as the road there will be bumpy and I expect fake rallies, as most importantly, this could take months to play out, and always, patience will be your friend, and if I'm right, altcoins will fall more in the percentage terms than Bitcoin. So market shows signs of cooling. Furthermore, Berninsky discussed the reasons supporting his prediction of a decline for Bitcoin and parallel altcoins. The venture capitalists underlined that we are in the first phase of the bull cycle and that the majority of the first parabola has occurred, indicating that the market is showing signs of cooling. We've seen the majority of the cycle's first parabola, and now we can't ignore that this parabola is starting to break down. The macro looks unstable on many levels, as new product innovations are near but not quite there yet. This process is still happening in a closed manner, and I never said I significantly reduced the risk, as I'm just counting my bullets and sharpening my knife for when the moment comes. As the largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was trading around $41,750, up 2% in the last 24 hours at the time the article was prepared. Top reasons why Bitcoin price might drop to 33,000 level and below. Analyst Austin Hilton discussed the latest Bitcoin price prediction and a recent positive news in the crypto market, as Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market experienced a rise, as with Bitcoin gaining nearly 5% at the time of writing. He said a critical factor contributing to this surge has the positive news about the PCE Federal Reserve report, which exceeded expectations, and the report essential for the Federal Reserve decision making on interest rates showed a better than expected 2.9% increase compared to the anticipated 3%, as this news positively impacted the crypto market, leading to a price rise. As Hilton shared a Bitcoin price prediction, suggesting that Bitcoin could reach $43,000 in the short term. However, he also touched upon the historical patterns, noting that Bitcoin tends to experience a slump before its halving cycles. And with the upcoming Bitcoin halving expected in April, and temporary price dip is possible, and regarding the outside risk, Hilton mentioned the potential for Bitcoin to drop to the $33,000 range, stressing that such levels could present a buying opportunity, as he expressed his willingness to buy more Bitcoin, especially if prices reach those levels, considering it from a long-term perspective. Analyst Direct Capital noted a recovery is expected, but pointed out that Bitcoin requires a weekly close above the 41,300 range low to secure the range, as the current situation might be temporary upside deviation within the range, with no definitive evidence yet, as the upcoming weekend is anticipated to be interesting in terms of market predictions. And he wrote, if Bitcoin turns the old range low of 41,300 into a new resistance, Bitcoin will fully confirm the breakdown from its range. At the time of writing, Bitcoin has gained more than 1% and is trading close to the $42,000 level, and we can understand that this is the huge future for Bitcoin, but probably before the actual future and growth will start, we're going to see a massive decline in the price, as we should expect. This is all the news we got on the Bitcoin today, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.